So I believe that everything in business gets easier when you have the right support. You'll probably hear me say this over and over again. It's because I know that it's true. It's been true for me, and I've seen the kind of results that, people get when they're getting the right support. And just like anything else in life, when you have a new baby and you have people bringing meals over and your parents are coming to watch the baby and all of those kind of things, like that is having support. When you are having a hard time and you have a counselor and things like that is getting the right support. So the right support always makes things easier, but it can also be overwhelming to kind of figure out what that support should look like. So I thought that I would share some of my own business journey experience and kind of what helped me along the way to help you make a decision about what might be the best support for you right now. So when I first started my business, which was over 6 years ago, there really weren't resources that felt like they were for me. They felt like they were for like big businesses and things like that. And I wasn't really sure about what steps to take as a solopreneur. So the first time I invested in my business, it was a mastermind that I joined, and I'd say like a real significant investment. So I remember I grabbed a course, which was like $300 and, some different things like that, some free things, right? But this $300 a month mastermind, which is, when you think about masterminds, is like not that much money. But at the time, it felt like a ton of money, which is really funny because, I'm going to be paying on my $50,000 worth of student loans for the 7 years I went to college for like the rest of my life. And I didn't really think anything about that. And I make my payments. It's just what it costs to get that degree that I got. But when we think about our business, we feel like, whoa, I can't pay to make money. Like that doesn't make any sense. So that's the really funny thing, because if I can make the money that I make now and it's going to cost me a $300 mastermind, or it's going to cost me $5,000 in coaching, like that was a freaking bargain, because I'm never going to get all those student loans. I will get those student loans paid off, but I'm choosing to take my time. Okay. So after I did the mastermind and I saw what I got out of it, like I was really happy, but then I also knew that it wasn't enough. Like it wasn't the thing that I needed to solve my like bigger problems. And, if people ask me like, what would be the one thing that you wish you had done differently? And it's 1,000% like hired a coach right out of the gate. And looking back, I can see how even if they were the best coach in the world, like my journey was my journey. And those are the things that had to happen for me to get right here. But regardless of that, even if I had not hired the best coach, even if I hadn't gotten all the results that I would have gotten would have been so much faster. My journey would have been so much easier if I had gotten the right support. So that makes you wonder, like, what is the right thing for me? So this is just kind of a breakdown of what I think is best for each person. I think coaching is really great when you don't know where to start and you really just need somebody to like handhold you and walk you through it, because you don't want to spend all your time trying to Google and trying to like piecemeal a bunch of stuff together. So that's a really great time to hire a coach. Lots of people think, okay, I'm ready to come out of corporate and start a job or whatever. I'm just going to cut to the chase and hire a coach. And that is a great idea. So there's another time when it's really great for you to hire coaching at one-on-one. And that's when you feel like you are missing something, like something's just not working, like you're just not sure what is happening to help you get to that next level. And the reason why a coach is so great in this particular kind of place in your business is because a coach can help you figure out how you're really holding yourself back. A coach can help you tailor all of your strategies based on not only their own experience, but they are like in the trenches seeing what's working and what's not working for multiple people. So they're really helping you from multiple angles. So they're helping you from the angle of, maybe you're not feeling confident. And that is one of the most awesome things about a coach, is that you can borrow their confidence. And when you say, okay, I'm going to surrender and let this coach guide me and support me, then you actually just automatically feel a lot of ease. It's kind of like when you feel like you really, really need something and you order it and you know that it's on the way, then you don't really think about it and stress about it anymore. Right. Like I know one time I was having a lot of back pain and I ordered something for my back, and it was weirdly enough, as soon as I placed the order, my back stopped hurting. So knowing that you've got the support is often kind of that thing that you need to sort of release from feeling so stressed about it all the time, working so hard on it all the time, and really letting that, the not getting the results then come inside of you and make you feel really uncomfortable and really unconfident and crappy about yourself. Like when you hire a coach, you're able to lean on that person. You're able to borrow their belief. You're able to surrender and release, knowing that somebody is really helping you get the results that you want. And often that can be just the little mindset and energetic shift that you need to get a lot of motion inside of your business. So working with a coach really helps you on multiple angles, that internal part, your energetic part, and then of course in strategy, because like I said, they're out there, they're seeing like what is working for people right now, which is especially helpful as marketing things changes, our environment changes, different trends and things like that. And so they're kind of like always on top of it. They've got their, what do they say, their finger on the needle. I probably said that wrong. So they really know what's happening. So those are two times to really get some that support, like really hiring one-on-one support could be great for you. Now, I do also like mastermind groups. The thing about mastermind groups is they're great to kind of put you in a place where you are, like, if you are surrounding yourself with people that are amazing, you're automatically going to rise to meet where those people are. So it can be a really great space to give you, yes, support as far as having people that you can talk to and network with and make connections. And, business is all about relationships. So masterminds are a phenomenal place to build some really amazing relationships, but also kind of get that support where energetically you're feeling like, I want to meet this person. Like if you are in a group and everybody there is making $5,000 a month, like you're going to make $5,000 a month too, because you want to be like them. And of course, you guys have read statistics about how you are as strong as the 5 closest people to you and things like that. So it's really about putting yourself in a great place to rise to the occasion kind of thing. But it's very different if you're needing one-on-one support. You really need some hand-holding in some certain areas. You need a lot of accountability, or you need to move really fast. The one-on-one is going to be much different than the mastermind. So the other way that you can get support in your business is just by creating community. And I think that that's just like a baseline. Like we all need community, whether it is an accountability partner, really surrounding yourself with information that doesn't feel like it's making you feel bad or it's like too much, but like something that really makes you feel nourished. So that could be in a Facebook group, that could be accountability buddy, business bestie. It could also be a mastermind group, like giving yourself that community. And then there's courses. So courses are great, I think, if you want to learn something really specific or if you're just trying to dip your toe in. So for example, you can take some pretty comprehensive, like, let me give you everything you need to get your business started kind of things. And those courses are really great to sort of cover your bases quickly, but they can also be sometimes overwhelming, and they can also be tricky in that what is great about it is they're trying to give you a framework, but if you just think that framework is the end and you don't do anything else, then it's actually going to kind of blow back on you. So the funny thing is that as entrepreneurs, we're like, we want to do it our way. We want some freedom. We want some flexibility. We want a business that really forms around our life instead of a life that has to form around our job, right? So that's why we do this. But then we immediately are like, oh, wait, I'm not really sure what to do. Let me get somebody else's framework. Let me get somebody else tell me what to do and, how to do this. So it's great to get started, but a comprehensive course like that can also be a little disabling if you don't say, okay, this is to get me started, and then I'm going to figure out like what really works for me. And sometimes that might be a coach, or that might be a mastermind. So that could be, like an overall kind of way to get the right support for you. Courses are also really great when you just need to figure out how to do something. Like When I started using Asana, I thought, I don't want to spend a bunch of time trying to figure this out and watch a million horrible YouTube videos. And so I just bought a course. I just bought, it was like $100 course. Took me a couple of hours, and it was like everything I needed to know and not a bunch of stuff that I didn't. So you can definitely piecemeal, but I think the key is really knowing like when to get the right support. So that can look different as your journey goes. Sometimes you need a coach, sometimes you need a mastermind, sometimes you don't need either. You maybe sprinkle in a course or, and just lean on your business besties and things like that. So it can really be a combination, but it really is all about knowing when to get the right support for you. So a lot of us are especially having like a hard time right now. And you can think of other times in your life where you probably are regretful. Like, that would have been so much easier if I had just stopped being stubborn or afraid or whatever it is and gotten the right support for me. So I just want to extend an invitation to all of you right now to make sure that you're doing that. Like, get the right support. We're getting into this last half of the year. Nobody really knows what to expect for 2021. I think that we're probably not going to waste our time trying to figure it out. It's like, hey, nothing surprises me at this point, right? But I just want to encourage you to get the support that you need and trust that, the benefits are far going to outweigh whatever fears that you have about the risk of money, time, whatever that might be for you.